You know what it is? It's Illington. Back with a quick video. Just thought I'd give you a rundown of what I use if you're interested to make my music and my beats and my instrumentals and all that. Obviously, I use a computer, an audio interface, and some speakers. The audio interface is an Arturia Minifuse 4. Highly recommend. It is not expensive and it sounds great, both recording and playback. Plenty of clean gain for the pre's, plenty of clean gain for the headphones and the speakers. I'm running Windows 11, Reason 11 with various rack extensions and refills. Rack extensions and refills are like expansions and add-ons for Reason. Kind of like VSTs, but Reason is its own thing. It's a cool environment to work in, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm used to it, and I could get busy in that, no problem. The next thing would be the Machine MK3, which is a hybrid software and hardware solution. So I have the hardware with the knobs and the 16 pads and the screens and the buttons, and it perfectly integrates with the machine software that lives on the computer. If I want to do sample-based production, that's probably the place to do it for me, but it could just as easily compose and load up instruments and play the keyboard. I have a MIDI controller keyboard, the Arturia Keylab 49 MK2. It gets the job done. I like it. The 8 knobs and 8 faders can be assigned to anything in any software, but more maybe importantly is the Analog Labs software from Arturia completely integrates with the keyboard, so the knobs and the faders on the software are mapped to the knobs and the faders on the keyboard. Speaking of presets and sounds, along with the machine, Native Instruments also has a package deal called Complete. This summer I grabbed that. That was a good one. Comes with tons of sounds, expansions for the machine platform, as well as contact and battery and everything. Just awesome. I also use Studio One 5 Professional. That's a great program for me for mixing and mastering and recording vocals, producing. Machine and Reason are more of a creative place, where I find Studio One to be kind of like the polishing post-production place. But recently I've really picked up on composition tools in Studio One. It's just a really powerful DAW with a lot of features. It's probably the most feature-centric DAW. Lots of features. I could load a video in it and start scoring it if I wanted to. I could link various hardware from the outside world into the computer, and it's just very robust. Secret weapon, I have an iPad, and I have it hooked up to its own audio interface. That makes a great sound module, so what I can do is load a MIDI track in anything, Reason, Machine, Studio One, and it will control the iPad sounds. So I could literally play the keyboard like I always do with my VSTs, except the sound's coming from the iPad. And then once I got the MIDI part, I hit record and record in the audio. That's really cool. That's the idea. Laying down tracks from the outside world into the computer appeals to me, because, well, I've spent a lot of time in the computer over the years. To have things outside of the computer going into the computer is cool. The act of recording something does give it a sound quality. I'm just going straight from one interface to the other, but I think it's awesome. I have some things on the side. I have a bass guitar that I'm learning how to play, some bongos, tambourines, shakers. Speaking of things outside of the computer, this trusty mic. It's a handheld mic from Studio Electronics called the V7. Good mic for my YouTube videos, good mic to throw a shaker at or a tambourine. Keep it moving. So I hope you enjoyed this quick rundown of what I use to make my music. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, leave them in the comments. We'll talk soon. All right? Peace.